Okay, so I just finished episode 7 of season 9 of Love Island UK, and I skipped episode 6 because it was just extras, and I really wanted to see what was going to happen after the recoupling. So I went ahead and just started with episode 7. So you're not going to see a video from me on episode 6. Um, but it starts out with Shaq and Tanya. Let me find them because David is no longer in the villa. But we have Tanya and we have Shaq. And they are sitting on the couch. And Tanya says to Shaq, "Oh, I just feel like we're getting stronger and stronger every day." And Shaq looks at her very sincerely and says, "Well, it's still really early days, so." And I thought, no, Shaq, you guys have been my favorite couple. Please don't go back now. But then he starts laughing. And he had Tanya going, he had me going. I think he might not have had all of you going, but he had me going. And he just said, no, he really, really likes Tanya. And they are really, this is still my favorite couple. They've been my favorite couple from the start. Things can change, but right now, during season 9, episode 7, Tanya and Shaq are my favorite couple. And then it pans over to Harris and Olivia, and Harris is no longer Harris. Here's Harris. Whoops, that's not Harris. Here's Harris, and here is Olivia. Where's she at? Okay, little Olivia. So Harris and Olivia are now coupled up, and I like them better as a couple than I did Olivia and Tom. But Harris is definitely way more into Olivia than there's Tom. But Olivia is definitely, I mean, Harris is definitely more into Olivia than Olivia is into Tom. But she is, she's coupled up with him, and she is being gracious and wants to give him a chance. And then we see Lana and Tanyelle, and they go out for a chat because they have been friends. Tanyelle and Lana have been friends in the villa, but Lana was coupled up with Ron, but then at the recoupling, Tanyelle stole him. So, because she felt like they do have a little bit of a connection, her and Ron, and she wanted to explore that. So, Lana and Tanyelle had a pretty decent conversation. And Lana said, Lana is a sweetheart. She is. Lana is the sweetheart of the villa. She's very nice. And she said, I don't mind this, but you just got to be open. You got to be open and honest with me, and just don't do anything behind my back, to Tanyelle. And yeah, so we'll see how this goes and how this plays out. There could be some heartache ahead for people. We'll just have to see. But then we see Kai and Anna May. Kai, who is now coupled up with Anna May. And you can tell just by Kai's general lack of enthusiasm after the recoupling. There's Kai that he likes Anna May. They have good chat, but he is really attracted to Tanyelle. And so he's not super excited about the new couple, I don't think. And I think Anna May is sensing that, because in the episode it really showed, the upcoming episode, this episode, it really does not show any real interaction between Anna May and Kai. So, and it does show Kai talking about, how he's really attracted to Tanyelle. But then we also see Will and Lana, and Lana and Will are now coupled up, and Will tells Lana, thank you for choosing him and saving him from being, kicked out of the villa, which was nice of Will to acknowledge that. And then we see Olivia pull, where's Olivia? We see Olivia, there's Olivia, pull Zara away for a chat. Okay, now Olivia is feeling hurt because Zara stole Tom from her in their recoupling, and Olivia did not like that. She actually is way more attracted to Tom than she is Harris. So there's Olivia and Zara, and they're talking. And Zara's putting forth the effort, but to give Olivia credit, um, she did try to talk to her, but Olivia is she's still hurt, and she's still hurt. And Zara said in the recoupling that Tom made his feelings clear for her, that, he did want to recouple, and Tom actually did say that he would like to recouple with Zara. And Olivia was not really accepting that. And so she kind of got a little snippy with Zara, and Zara took it like a champ. But then Zara does have the upper hand here, and so I think she knew that, and she was just being gracious to Olivia, and that Olivia's feelings are hurt, and she did not spar with Olivia, which was the smart thing to do, I believe. And then we see Zara and Tom. So let's go back to Zara and Tom. After they had this chat, her and Olivia, we see Tom and Zara sitting on that couch. And they're sitting there talking about the recoupling. There's Zara. And they're sitting there talking about the recoupling. And you can feel like the heat between these two. Like there's definitely sexual chemistry there. Way more than there was with Olivia. I mean, Zara and Tom do have an attraction, and you can feel the heat, and they kiss, and there is definite chemistry there. I mean, it's just there. It's just there. I don't know if they'll last, or if this is just, a sexual type of attraction, or if they have more of an emotional attraction. We'll have to wait and see as the season plays on. But there's Tom. But they definitely have something there. And then Ron and Lana are pulled aside, and they begin to talk. So there's Lana, and then there's Ron. And Ron is still, Lana is such a nice girl, and he understands that. But, he's a young man, and there's a lot of beautiful women in the villa. And we'll have to see if Ron and Lana last, because when they go to bed that night, and Ron is now in bed with Tanya. I mean, Tanya is a beautiful girl, and they just have really good chat, and they're laughing and carrying on in bed, and poor little Lana's over there, and just trying to ignore it. But there is some chemistry between Tanya and Ron. So, and then also I do have to comment. I don't usually comment on their outfits too much, but can we talk about Olivia's red gloves? To me, that was a poor fashion choice. But put down in the comments whether you liked Olivia's red gloves or if you didn't like Olivia's red gloves. I mean, I'm not Miss Fashion, fashion model, whatever here, but that was even made me cringe a little bit. So, tell me what you thought of Olivia's red gloves, okay? And then the next day you can see even more. You can just see how Olivia's really hurt, and Olivia pulls Tom even before they get in bed and stuff. And Tom, I think I can't remember if it was the next day or when they were before they went to bed that night. But Olivia and Tom have a pretty open conversation, and Tom pretty much says, hey, I did tell Zara I wanted her to pick me. And you could see that Olivia was actually shocked to hear this. And Olivia says, well, I feel like I've been mugged off, And so I don't know if it was more of a pride thing with Olivia, or if she generally had feelings for Tom. I think it was more of a pride thing. Because whenever Aaron and Jesse come into the villa, there's Aaron, they're both from Australia, Aaron and Jesse. And there's Jesse. When Aaron comes into the villa, Olivia is instantly going after Aaron. And I just do not see this as a match, to be honest with you. But she's really making a play for Aaron, and Aaron's being nice. And like I said, Aaron's one of my favorite all-time characters of Love Island Australia, because he is open and honest. Aaron is open and honest. And he's a leader. You're going to see. I think we're going to see this as the season progresses. But Aaron and Olivia are talking, and I'm hoping that this isn't the couple that shows itself within the next couple of episodes, but I'm afraid it might, and that's going to be disappointing to me. But I always get disappointed a little bit during these seasons. But Kai still, the next day, he's still saying, I still like Tanya. He's jealous. So Kai is jealous that Tanya is hooked up with Ron now. Okay? Because Kai is very attracted physically to Tanya. Alright? And then Harris, poor little old Harris, he is really trying with Olivia. Oh, there he is. Harris makes a nice little breakfast for Olivia. He's really trying to put forth the effort. So I did like that Harris is putting forth the effort to Olivia, but I just don't see Olivia picking up on it. And then they have a pool party, and this is where Jesse and Aaron from Australia are introduced to the Islanders. And Jessie, she's super pretty. All the guys like her. You know, she's pretty, but we see Will really making an effort with Jessie, and I hope they get together, but I don't know that they will. But no pun intended. But Will and Jessie, I think, would make a really good couple, and I'm really pulling for them, but I don't know that they'll get together, but I hope that they do. And that's pretty much where it ends. It ends with Aaron talking to Olivia, and Will talking to Jessie. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off for now. I'm going to watch episode 8, and I shall return later and have a good hours, days, or whenever till you get to the next video. All right, signing off.